It's now 3 weeks since this invasion began. More than 3 million people forced from their homes, from their country, now living as refugees in foreign lands. You've got hundreds, maybe thousands of people who've been killed. You've got towns and villages and cities now under regular Russian bombardment. And with those bakeries and theatres being targeted, those civilians who stayed behind are now in the firing line.
Kyiv hit again. Firefighters rushing to extinguish the flames from a residential block reportedly hit by a Russian rocket. Shell-shock survivors being rescued from the damaged building. These images playing out across towns and cities as civilian areas are pummeled every day now by Russian missiles. In Mariupol, a theatre doubling as a mass shelter left smouldering. Regional authorities believe there were over 1,000 civilians inside the theatre. The number of casualties is still unknown. But a Ukrainian lawmaker telling us the basement is intact and people are being pulled out of the rubble alive. In this satellite photo from Monday, the word children is clearly written on the grounds in Russian on both sides of the theatre, a warning not to attack. But the Ukrainian military saying they've now regrouped and are counter-attacking, pushing Russian forces back from towns where they've been stuck for well over a week. And to the south, in Kherson, verified video circulating online shows Russian helicopters and military equipment destroyed after a Ukrainian strike. In a new address overnight, Zelensky calling for more action against the Russian government, saying the world must finally officially recognize that Russia's become a terrorist state.
At any given time, there are thousands of refugees inside Warsaw Central, with more arriving every hour. And here's one of the first stops they'll make, these tents that have been set up just outside with some essentials. There's food, water, toothbrushes, there's baby products as well. The question is, though, as major cities like Warsaw say that they've essentially reached capacity, where will all of these people go? They just keep coming by the thousands. Refugees fleeing war-torn Ukraine. So far, more than 3 million have left their homes behind, 2/3 of them entering neighboring Poland. How long did it take you to come here? How many days?
3 days.
Are you happy to be here in Poland? You'd rather be back home. A surge across nearby European countries too, like Romania, Moldova, and Hungary, all struggling with this humanitarian crisis. We met with the mayor of Warsaw, which has accepted more refugees than any other city in the world, as the population here has increased by 20% in less than 3 weeks, and the pace is not sustainable.
What I'm asking all of my friends in the Western world, help us out and let's do it in a way which is well planned. Enough of improvisation, we need a plan.
We visited the largest refugee hub in Europe. The goal here, provide temporary shelter, then relocate. They're housing some 8,000 people here, mostly women and children.